Welcome to BioGlobe. If you like this channel, please like, share and subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the topic factors affecting microbial population in natural waters. Myself Muhammad Jasile, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, Marcus Arts and Science College, Adavanad. The microbial population in a body of natural water is to a large extent determined by physical and chemical conditions. That is, physical and chemical conditions are very depends upon the microbial population in a natural water. These conditions vary over a wide extremes when one compares streams, estuaries and open seas. In the case of streams, estuaries and open seas, the condition to be entirely different. What are the different conditions affecting the microbial growth? First one, temperature. Temperature of surface water varies from near 0 degrees Celsius in polar regions to 30 to 40 degrees Celsius in equatorial regions. 0 degrees Celsius in polar region and 30 to 40 degree in equatorial regions. And more than 90% of marine environment temperature is below 5 degrees Celsius. That is, below 5 degrees Celsius means psychrophilic condition. So the psychrophilic microorganisms are more abundant in marine environment. And microorganisms do occur in hot springs ranges from 75 to 80 degrees Celsius. Hot conditions is the temperature ranges between 75 to 80 degrees Celsius. For example, the organism Thermus aquaticus, their optimum temperature is 70 to 72 degrees Celsius. Some microorganisms associated with geothermal winds in Pacific Ocean are capable of growing at 250 degrees Celsius. The temperature in lakes, streams and estuaries is influenced by seasons and there are corresponding shift in the microbial flora. That is, the temperature to be seasons to be influenced by the temperature in lakes, streams and estuaries. Some microorganisms are present in the Pacific Ocean. They are capable of growing 250 degrees Celsius. Second factor is hydrostatic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure is the pressure exerted by a fluid at equilibrium at a given point within the fluid due to the force of gravity. That is, depends upon the gravitational force. There are striking differences in the hydrostatic pressure of surface waters and of water in the oceanic depth. Hydrostatic pressure affects chemical equilibrium, which in turn results in lowering the pH of seawater, resulting in a change in the solubility of nutrients such as bicarbonates. What is the point is that hydrostatic pressure affects the chemical equilibrium and lowering the pH of seawater. Hydrostatic pressure also increases the boiling point of water, thereby maintaining water in its liquid state at high temperature and pressure. That is one of the important points is that maintain the water in its liquid state at high temperature and pressure. What is the factor is depending that hydrostatic pressure is the factor depending that. Hydrostatic pressure increases with depth at the rate of 1 atm per 10 meter. And special type of organisms like barophilic microorganisms are isolated from the depth of 1000 to 10,000 meter where pressure is greater than 100 atm. That is mainly present in Pacific Trench. Hydrostatic pressure of deep sea is an important factor in the occurrence and growth of marine microorganisms in this environment. In general, barophilic bacteria grow best at pressure slightly less than the pressure of the site from which they were isolated, and almost all must be grown under psychrophilic conditions. Next factor is light. It is very important factor. Most forms of aquatic life depend directly or indirectly upon the metabolic products of photosynthetic organisms. In most aquatic habitats, the primary producers are algae. We all know that the primary producers are algae and their growth is restricted to the upper layer of water through which the light can penetrate. The depth of the photic zone means light penetrating zone, varies depending on such local conditions such as what is the conditions, latitude, season, and particularly the turbidity of the water. Generally, the photosynthetic activity is confined to the upper 50 to 125 meter. That is the ranges of photosynthetic activity, 50 to 125 meter of upper layer. The next factor is salinity. The degree of salinity in natural waters ranges from 0 in fresh water to saturation in salt lakes. A distinctive characteristic of seawater is its high salt content, which is remarkably constant. The concentration of dissolved salt varies between 33 and 37 gram per kilogram of water. The major salts of seawater are chlorides, sulfates, and carbonates of sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These are the major salts present in seawater. The concentration of salts is usually less in shallow offshore regions and near river mouths. Most marine microorganisms are halophilic. Halophilic means they grow in salt concentrations. They grow best at salt concentration of 2.5 to 4.0 percentage. Whereas those from lakes and rivers are salt sensitive and do not grow at a salt concentration of more than 1 percentage. Next factor is turbidity. Turbidity depends upon concentration. There is marked variation in the clarity of surface waters. The Adriatic Sea the water is to be sparkling clear at great depths, whereas some near shore rivers are often turbid. In the case of Adriatic Sea, we can compare the water. There's a clear water is at greater depths, whereas shore regions the water to be turbid. The suspended material responsible for turbidity includes, first factor is that particles of mineral materials which originated from land. Second point, detritus, predominantly particulates organic materials such as cellulose, hemicellulose, and chitin fragments. Third factor, suspended microorganisms. Turbidity of the water influences the penetration of light, which in turn affects the photosynthetic zone. Photosynthetic activity and lights are to be entirely dependent on each other. The turbidity of water influences the penetration of light. If the water is to be more turbid, the light is to be not easily penetrated. Particulate matter also serves as a substrate to which microorganisms adhere or as substrates that are metabolized. Many species of marine bacteria characteristically grow while attached to a solid surface and are called epibacteria or periphytes. Periphytes or epibacteria is attached to a solid surface. This is one of the marine bacteria that is known as epibacteria or periphytes. pH. Next factor is known as pH. Aquatic microorganisms in general can be grown at pH 6.5 to 8.5. This is very important. 6.5 to 8.5 is the pH range. The pH of the sea is 7.5 to 8.5. The optimum growth of most marine species is obtained on the media adjusted to pH 7.2 to 7.6. Lakes and rivers may show wider range in pH depending upon local conditions. So next factor is known as inorganic and organic constituents. The quantity and type of inorganic and organic materials present in the aquatic environment are important to determine the microbial flora. Nitrates, phosphates are important in inorganic constituents, particularly for the growth of algae. Organic compounds are required for the growth of saprophytic bacteria and fungi. Near shore waters which receive domestic wastewater are subject to intermittent variations in their nutrient load, whereas the nutrient load of the open sea is very low and stable. Industrial wasters may contribute antimicrobial substances to estuaries and coastal waters. Mercury and other heavy metals in small concentrations may inhibit the growth of some microorganisms while simultaneously permitting the growth of resistant forms. Resistance is usually coded by genes associated with resistance plasmid. For example, many Pseudomonas and Staphylococci are capable of volatilizing mercury, thereby removing its toxic effects from their immediate environment. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.